What's going on? Ellis in the building, and I represent Sensory Overload. And today we're going to talk about a fragrance that's in my book 10 out of 10. It's perfection, okay? I'm the type of person I like compliment getting, mass appealing fragrances. I take on a fragrance that's a bit challenging, but I don't really want something that's too challenging to where I'm feeling a bit insecure wearing. This is not that. This is inspired by Louis Vuitton, Pacific Chill. By the House of Dua, this is Chillin' by the Pacific. Chillin' by the Pacific. This here is aromatic. It's fruity. It has citron, orange, lemon, mint, black currant, coriander, apricot, basil, carrot seeds, may rose, dates, fig, and ambrette. This fragrance right here, it's a beautiful freshie. And it's unique in its own way. That initial blast, you're going to get a lot of those citruses. It's going to hit you. They're juicy. They're ripe. It smells so good. This is very reviving. It's very uplifting. Like this fragrance is just a vibe. And it's inspired by the Pacific Coast in California. And I'm from the East Coast. But I went to California one time for my birthday. I went to San Diego and I could see where the inspiration is coming from. I remember I went hiking one Saturday morning, right? Like I went clubbing that Friday. I was like, all right, I got to go on this hike on Saturday. Went hiking, and it's just mad people that be out and about. It was very surprising. I mean, groups of girls, like as if they was going to the club, but they just dressed, to exercise. Families, people with their dogs, people with their kids, and it's just a whole like culture out there. And we just walking this trail, and once you get to the top, you see the Pacific Ocean, and it's just for miles. But you're just so high up, and it's just such a breathtaking view. And what's cool about this fragrance and the inspiration is that it's kind of breathtaking. This is a great fragrance. This is as great as that view was. I remember that breeze, that nice warm Cali weather, but that nice, breeze. That's it, that airy breeze being, off the coast, right next to the water. In addition, this here has a great compliment factor, right? The compliment factor I think comes from the apricot. Apricot, yeah. Like who would have thought? The apricot in this is actually very sexy. It's to me, it stands out the most, and I think it stands out the most because it's one of the most unique notes that I've came across in a fragrance. And that's part of what makes this such a great selection because it has these little differences like carrot seed. I don't know too many fragrances that got carrot seeds and that got apricots, but the collection of those notes to create this fragrance, whoever just thought of that, they were on to something, man. They was definitely on to something. But yeah, this is a great fragrance, great for close quarters if got work in a confined space. This is good for the outdoors because, like I said, it's aromatic. Okay, so you're gonna get wafts of it as the breeze just hits by. This is a powerhouse. This is gonna linger on the skin for easily 10 hours. You're gonna get good projection within those first couple of hours. Compliment getting. This is a compliment getting monster. This is a freshie where you could really stand out and not smell like anybody else. I think a lot of freshies kind of get that shower gel vibe. You're not getting that with this. This has its own uniqueness, but the appeal is there. This is so dope. This is sexy. But in the same breath, one thing that I was saying about the trail that I wanted to mention was when you got to the top and you took your time, just reflect on the hike and just look at the view and appreciate it for its worth. This is a time where it gets calm and then you're just chilling. You know what I mean? Just thinking, soaking in, the situation and just the moment. This has a common factor to it as well. So how I said that initial blast, is very, uplifting and reviving. This also has something where it just kind of relaxes you. It's really chill. It's really a chill vibe. And California is super chill. This is that in the bottle as well. I know a lot of people get common reactions based off fragrances that have tea notes, but this right here is definitely one of those, but just doesn't have the tea note. That's all. Highly, highly recommend. I've gifted this to my pops last Father Day. He lives in the Carolinas. I went to visit him. You know what I mean? We went to the drag strip because, he likes cars and stuff. And, hey, someone, what's that right there? Smells good, Sent back my mom's like, okay, I gotta get this to my pops. And I pretty much was a full boss. I just gave it to him. I was like, I'll buy a new one, you know? But he would call me days later, hey son, I'm wearing the fragrance, or he'll tell me he got a compliment or something. Like it was something that really boosted his spirits. And he enjoyed wearing it, you know? And I enjoy wearing it. And I enjoy people either good checking out the real deal or the dupe. But this scent profile is something I just want you to get your nose on. It is sexy. All right, it is perfect. Louis is hitting home runs because between this and imagination, those two right there are 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 fragrances in my book. So if you smell those, then you kind of see what I like as a fragrance, okay? But yeah, check out either Pacific Chill by Louis Vuitton or check out Chillin' by the Pacific by the House of Dua. And make sure you smell your best. You stay blessed, all right? Take care out there. Peace.